Welcome to my channel, The Mint Stories. Here you will get videos of various topics of mathematics explained in the easiest way to understand. I'll share interesting tricks and facts about the same. I'm going to discuss today a problem sum of ratio and proportion. Please do subscribe The Mint Stories, like, comment and share the video. Let's start. As I've got requests of many students for this problem sum, so today I'm with another problem sum of ratio and proportion. Here goes the question. This is a very big question, but I'm reading it out and explaining you. In an examination, the ratio of the number of successful to unsuccessful candidates is given 5:2. And the total number of candidates is given 4,564. So the ratio of successful, that means the students who have passed, to the ratio of unsuccessful candidates, that is the students who have failed, is given. And the total number of students, the total number of candidates is given. Now it is said that if 163 more candidates passed in that examination, that means in the part of successful candidates, 163 is again added of this total candidates only. That means from the number of candidates who have failed, that is unsuccessful candidates, 163 will subtract. So after that situation, what would have been the ratio of successful to unsuccessful candidates? So if 163 more candidates passed in the examination, what would have been the ratio of the successful, that means the passed to the failed number of candidates? And then the next question goes, how many more students were passed or failed when the ratio of the successful to unsuccessful was 4:3 and 6:1? So different ratios are given and we have to give answer that how many more students have passed or failed in that examination. So this is our question. So to solve this problem, we will first consider this ratio. So we will find the number of successful candidates, that is, or the part of successful candidates. So for that reason, we have to find first the sum of ratios of this given ratio. So what is the sum of ratios? Sum of ratios is 7, that is 5 plus 2. Now the part of successful candidates, that is the part of 5, this 5 one, that is the number of successful candidates is, how to find this? 5 is the part of successful candidates divided by sum of ratios, that is 7, into the total number of candidates. What is the total number of candidates? 4,564. And this is equals to 3,260. That is 7 cuts this one by 652 and this gives 3,260. Now to find the next part of unsuccessful candidates of this ratio, from this ratio, that is the number of unsuccessful candidates. To find that, we will do 2 by the sum of ratios into the total number of candidates. That is 4,564. So this again goes 5,652 and this gives 1,304. So these are the number of successful candidates and the number of unsuccessful candidates. Then the question says that 163 more candidates passed in the examination. So now the number of successful candidates will be the new number of successful candidates, that is the number of passed candidates. Okay. Please like my video and do comment if you have any doubts. Subscribe the channel, The Mint Stories, and do mention in comment section if you have any other questions which you want me to solve. Mention me in the comment section below. Do subscribe my channel, The Mint Stories, for such solutions and some new tricks of mathematics. Do subscribe my channel. So now the new number of successful candidates is 3,260. This number plus 163, since 163 more candidates passed in the examination. So that is 3, 4, 2, 3. And the new number of unsuccessful candidates is, say what it will be? See, since 163 candidates passed in the examination, that means 163 more candidates will be minus from the number of unsuccessful candidates, right? So, we will subtract 163 from the number of unsuccessful candidates since they passed. So, the new number of unsuccessful candidates is 1141. Now, the question asked that we have to find the new ratio. What would have been the ratio of successful to unsuccessful candidates? That is, therefore, the required ratio, that is the ratio of successful to unsuccessful candidates, is 3423 divided by 1141. Now we will see that this goes by 3. See, you can check, since this is a large number, you can first check with which number it goes. Now here I say you a trick. Since this is 1 at the end of this number, the last digit is 1 and the last digit of this number is 3. So we will first check. And again one thing, this is 1000, around 1000, right? And this is around 3000. So maybe it be 3 times of this number be 3 times of the denominator. So we will check this by multiplying this by 3. So you will see that this gives this number only. Okay? The denominator multiplied by 3 will give this number only. This is a trick. Like if it does not give this number also, it will give a number near about this. So we can again guess by what it will go. So this is a trick. You can use this. So the ratio will be 3:1 since this will go by 3. So this is our required ratio which is asked in the first question. This is my answer for the first question. Now the second question says that how many more students will pass or fail when the ratio of successful to unsuccessful will be 4:3. See, this sum you can do in a short trick also, with a short trick also, and by calculating large calculations. Like first, you know the ratio of successful to unsuccessful is given. The total number of candidates is already given, you have. So you can find the number of successful candidates at present with this ratio and the number of unsuccessful candidates, like this one, part of successful candidates or the number of successful candidates. This is number 2, part 2. Candidates equals to 4 by, what is the sum of ratios here? It's 7, right? So 4 by 7 into, what is the total number of candidates? 4, 5, 6, 4. This again goes by 652 and this gives a certain number. So this gives 2608. 562 into 4. Now our previous number of successful candidates was 3260 and now the number of successful candidates is 2608. So you know the previous number is more, the larger one. So the number of candidates increased or decreased? It decreased. There's the number of successful candidates. That means the difference of the number of candidates, those candidates have failed, right? So the previous number of successful candidates is this one. So therefore, the number of candidates, since this one is lesser, so the number of candidates failed equals to 3260 minus 2608. That is equal to 652. So this is the answer of first one. Now this can be done in a much easier way, which I am showing in the next part. You can use that thing in this ratio also. See, the sum of ratios here also is 7. And the sum of ratios here also is 7. That is 6 plus 1 is 7. And the given ratio in the main question, in the previous question, was 5:2. There the sum of ratios is also 7. So, I am doing the next part. See, the sum of ratios equals to 7, 6 plus 1. Now, the number of successful candidates equals to what? 6 is the part for successful. So, 6 by 7 into 4564, right? And see, previously the number of successful candidates was what? In our main question, it was 5 by 7 into 4564, since the part for successful candidates was 5. So you know the difference of this two will be, see, if this I again cut by 7, so this goes and it gives 6 into 652. And the previous number of successful candidates, we can write it as 5 into 652, right? So now easily we can find the difference between these two. See, which one is more? Obviously 6 multiplied by 652 is more than 5 multiplied by 652. And by how much it is more? And it is easier to say that by 652. Therefore, number of past candidates. Since this now the number of successful candidates is more. The number of past candidates, now it's more. So more candidates passed this time. So the number of the extra number of past candidates is 6 into 652 minus 5 into 652. You can easily do this one by 652 into 6 minus 5, and that is only 652 into 1 if I do. So this is only 652. So this is my answer. So in our second part, we have seen that the number 652 candidates passed in the examination, and here more 652 candidates failed in the examination. So this is our answer of part 2. These are the answers of part 2. If you have any doubt throughout this sum of the first part and the second part, you can mention me in the comment section, and do subscribe my channel. If you have any other questions you want me to solve, do mention me in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Thank you all for watching the video. Please do subscribe the Mint Stories and click on the bell icon to get notified immediately as I upload a video. Love to all, and keep following the Mint Stories.